didn't do nothing wrong, man.
Yeah, you did. You don't listen to what you told to do.
I've done nothing wrong.
De-escalate.
His name is Stephen Howard. He lost here in his name.
This is Michelle.
What if I put the gun away?
Come here.
Chill out, eh?
Well, that settles it. Everybody grab a broom. It's shenanigans.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is First Amendment Shenanigans. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I was enjoying mine, but my mouth is still hurting, and my New York Giants completely shit the bed on Sunday against the Cowboys, but that's neither here nor there. Today, we're going back to Topeka, Kansas, and we're checking in with my favorite doctor, the dreaded rebel rouser. With his limited lack of legal knowledge, he goes back to the police station where he was told to leave the other day and says a crime was committed and wants multiple officers arrested. Let's see how it goes for him.
Okay, back up here at the Topeka Police Department in Topeka, Kansas. Got some business to conduct here. Have my message. TPD officer Cowman is a dumb hoe. Canty is too.
Oh gosh, that's funny. That's really fun. Do you write your own material?
And then TPD Lieutenant Mona Smith is a bitch. So is Sergeant Jones.
God, what a clever, smart girl you must be.
How can I help you?
Can you please identify that officer for me, please?
He's working, so it's Officer Bulmer.
Officer what?
Bulmer,
Can you spell that for me, please?
B-U-L-M-E-R.
And his badge number, please?
Bulmer with badge number. It's 356. That's fine.
Say again?
356.
What was that last part?
He spoke to you on the phone earlier.
The last part. You said I spoke to you on the phone earlier? What in the world makes you think that?
Well, doctor, you see, you're not talking to one of your brain-dead subscribers over the internet. You're talking to an adult who uses his adult brain to cut through your bullshit. He already spoke to you over the phone because you probably asked the same stupid questions, complaining about the same stupid thing you're about to complain to them in person.
He's just saying, you'd need some serious proof to prove that I've called 15 times, let alone one time there, Bulmer. I have not called up here one fucking time.
I can't believe that when my shit turns purple and smells like rainbow sherbet.
You took a picture of me, Bulmer. I'm gonna get that off your phone. You took a picture of me.
This dude is such a jackass. I thought we were in public. Why can't he take a picture of you? I thought this was the whole point of your stupid channel. Well, I'm going to move ahead a little bit. This video is over an hour long. I guess the good doctor isn't seeing patients today, and he must have all day to stand around and loiter in the police station. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
What are you going to do with those pictures of me, Bulmer? What are you going to do with those pictures of me? Is that your personal phone, or is that your personal phone? Or a government phone?
This officer missed a perfect opportunity. All the boys and girls at home watching know the answer to those two questions. Say it together. Ready? I don't answer questions.
Help you?
Hey, I need to report a crime. I'd like to speak to an officer, please.
What can I help you with?
Oh, I need to report a crime. I'd like to speak to an officer to report that crime, please.
Oh, you're speaking to one, sir.
I'd rather speak to somebody a pay grade above you, please.
Wait, so you're requesting a sergeant at this time?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And what's the reasoning for a sergeant?
To report this crime.
Okay. What crime are you wanting to report?
I'll let the sergeant know when he comes out, Baker. Appreciate it.
Well, you know we're busy, right, sir? So I can't keep dragging them up here, right?
Keep dragging him up here? I haven't. What do you mean, keep dragging him up
I'm
here?
just asking you so I can tell them so they're ready, because we have a lot of other important crimes going on.
Part of his job is to. Your job, right, is to the police to take reports of crimes.
I'm trying to offer you a report. So what can I help you with?
I'll let him know or her know when she comes up. Appreciate it.
See, Dr. Dumbass here doesn't want to tell this officer why he's there and what crime he wants to report because he believes that officer is the one that committed the crime. Obviously, that's all nonsense. The officer, the last time the Frauditor was loitering in the police station, told him to leave and told him he would be arrested if he continued to loiter inside the police station, which is what's going to happen at the end of this video as well. But for that, he believes that the officer should be arrested, his qualified immunity stripped, and obviously his pension now belongs to the good doctor.
Okay, sir, what can I do for you?
Okay, so last Friday, so this past Friday, I was standing in here, and a few of your officers came out here, and one of them was Sergeant Jones, and his badge number, I believe, is 182. It's either 182 or 180.
Okay.
And he came out here, and he detained me and was getting ready to issue a citation for me, and he said that citation was for not obeying a lawful order, he called it. And that lawful order, he said, was that I had to leave the law enforcement center because, according to him, I didn't have any business being conducted here.
The children are right to laugh at you.
I went ahead and jotted that down just to let you know. This is the crime that I'd like to, the charge that I'd like to press against Sergeant Jones for interference with my public business inside this public building. And you're free to look this up as well. I'd appreciate it if you would, but it's 215922, and it's interference with the conduct of public business in public buildings.
See, this is why I call you Dr. Dumbass, for your attention to detail. If the moron had actually read this whole thing, which I'm sure he just read the top sentence, he believes that this law pertains to an individual person, when in fact it doesn't. It pertains to the business itself. It is a Class A misdemeanor in the state of Kansas and can be used against an individual in a public building location that is hindering the operation of that building. Individuals are prohibited from engaging in activities that disrupt, impair, and interfere with the lawful mission, process, and function of that public building. Who does that sound like to you, Frauditor? In fact, there's more. A core provision of this statute actually makes it illegal to refuse to leave that public building when asked by the chief administrator or the designee, which means any police officer in this building can tell you to leave if they believe your behavior is disruptive. So let's review, shall we? The jackass Frauditor brought down this law and plastered it all over his YouTube channel, thinking it pertains to the police officers, when in fact it actually pertains to what he's doing. And it's the reason why he can get kicked out of this building. Absolutely incredible.
The crime is that I have all the business in the world to be in here, and then Jones detained me and stopped me from doing that, so he interfered with my public business inside this public building.
So that will be a complaint on how you felt you were? So
No. I want a criminal charge. 215922 is a crime. I'll speak to the supervisor. This is precisely, Baker, why I wanted to talk to a supervisor. So I knew you were going to do this. So, supervisor, please. I'm not
he already
doing.
told you?
No, I'm not doing a. Yeah, but you're not.
Do you have any
you're
other
not.
with us
Yes,
besides this?
I want to file a criminal charge.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
It's not a complaint. A criminal charge. A crime was committed against me. It's not a complaint. A crime.
Not when we're in an official lawful business when you said for you to leave.
I've been saying it for years. Frauditors really need to learn how to read. Well, he stands there and complains and cries a little bit more, but the officer isn't getting through to him. So eventually someone else needs to come out and talk to the little crybaby. But before we get to that, I think this is a great time for one of our fair use intermissions. Today's fair use intermission is brought to us by public shaming. Public shaming gets a bad rap, but when used responsibly, it's one of society's oldest and most effective tools for keeping people accountable.
You say Jehovah!
We live in a world where some folks think they can harass, lie, or break the rules without consequences, but shining a light on bad behavior can be just the wake-up call that they need. Public shaming isn't about cruelty, it's about visibility. When someone's misconduct is exposed, it sends a message to others: this won't be tolerated. It deters repeat behavior, reinforces community standards, and empowers the public to protect their own spaces. So yes, sometimes embarrassment is a powerful motivator for change. Because if people fear losing their reputation, they might think twice about losing their integrity.
And as a final humiliation, you must walk home naked, dragging behind you the stone of shame.
This has been your fair use intermission. Let's get back to the frauditing.
Well, you were out here on Friday as well, weren't you, Anderson?
Yes.
So I'd want to be filing that charge on you as well. So it's 21 You and John didn't include my public business in. That's a violation of state statute, and I'd like to report that as a crime. And I tried to report it to Baker. He gave me a dang complaint form, and I told him I wanted to file a charge because a violation of a statute.
Office can facilitate that.
With a complaint form? I want to file a charge.
Those are officers over there, and they can file the report.
Over where?
Over at the PSU building, over at 6th and Monroe. It's going to be the city administrative building.
What do you mean? I want to file it right here. What are you talking about? It's a police station. There was a crime that was...
Okay, and what is the alleged crime?
21-59-22. Interference with public business in a public building.
Yeah.
You and Jones both detained me, and it was determined that you shouldn't have because I did have public business here.
You were asked, do you have...
You
are you going to argue with me, or are you going to let me
explain? Are you going to take this charge?
No.
You guys interfered with my business inside of here when you should not have.
You weren't reporting.
Shit. I don't have to report anything to you.
And it actually says right here, no loitering.
Yeah. I mean, as we all know, every government building is our own personal clubhouse. If you pay taxes, you should have access to that building 24 hours a day, no questions asked. And the fact that the doctor here, the prestigious doctor, was told to leave, obviously a crime was committed. Now, this officer is playing hardball here, but don't worry, the dreaded rebel rouser isn't going away without a fight.
You know what? If that was a piece of paper, you could take that and shove it up your ass. That means nothing.
And you weren't
you guys,
business.
I don't have to report anything to you.
You weren't reporting a crime.
I don't have
reporting police conduct, as stated here, police business only. You weren't doing so.
So why was I determined to be able to stay in here there, Anderson?
It's a great question.
Yeah, and so he determined that I had business in here. My business had not changed.
Again, what police business would you like to report today?
I'm reporting a crime. You and Sergeant Jones both did 21-59-22, and it's aggravated because you have a firearm on you, and you also have a taser on you as well. So it's an aggravated 21-59-22. You both stopped me from doing my public business in this public
and you were asked
building.
What police business you were doing.
Does not matter if you asked me or not.
Single police business.
And then your supervisor, came out here and said, "Hey, go do your business." He said, "Do your business." So I was detained. No. I want to file a charge. I want to file a charge. I want to file a charge. Can I speak to your lieutenant, please? I'd like to speak to your lieutenant, please.
You're worthless. You're less than nothing. What's keeping you here? Because I got no place else to go.
And that right there is the perfect reaction. Just turn away. When you're dealing with a First Amendment frauditor who doesn't want to actually listen to reason, listen to the law, listen to common decency, you just walk away, and eventually you just pull the cuffs out. Because I would give him probably a few more minutes in this lobby. If he's not gone, then I would say let's slap the cuffs on him and show him who's actually in charge here.
Hey, can you identify yourself, please?
Yeah. Press call.
What is it? Assistant Chief? All right. So I'd like to report a crime. Jones and Anderson. Anderson's a sergeant that was just here. And they both tried to tell me that I didn't have any business here, and since I didn't have any business here, that I had to leave. And if I didn't leave, then I wasn't following.
What was your business here at that time?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter.
Does it really? Does it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get to it. Chief or Assistant Chief, I'll get to it in here in a second. You're going to find out what exactly happened here. Exactly. That's business. That's business. Why not?
And loiter around here without having any police business.
Really? Okay.
Because it's marked and posted.
Okay.
And you can wind up in jail.
So you're sure you understand what kind of forum this is, right? So for me to stand. Yeah, but I'm not going to do this. Exercising our rights in here? Oh, you really escalated there. So anyways, I'd like to get to the crime. I'd like to get to the crime.
I'm shutting this down.
So the crime is 2159.
I read it.
What is it?
It doesn't apply.
What is the statute?
Interference with public officials in their official capacity.
No, that's not what it is. I got it right here. It's not et cetera, et cetera. It's not. Yeah, of course I did. Of course I did, because you're trying to say it's public official. No, no, no. It's anybody doing public business. So wrong.
Here's your option. If you want to file a complaint.
No, charge. Charge. It's a crime.
Yeah, you're doing what you.
It's a crime. Okay. I don't want to file a complaint. Yeah.
You're just getting the truth.
The truth. Okay. Yeah. You didn't even know what charge it was. You're like, oh, it was public. It was public officials.
You don't. None of that applies to you.
So explain to me how I'm not an invitee there, Clump.
You're not an invitee.
How so?
No
What would be an invitee in a public place then, Clump?
Okay. Do you have the invitation?
Well, yeah. Public citizen. This is a designated public forum. You are open for business. When you open the door, you are inviting the public to come in here. Like it or not.
We're done.
So
do you
21
have police business to be done here?
215922 is a crime.
Do you have police business to be done here?
2159.
Do you have police business to be done here?
Don't step towards me again like that, Clump. What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for?
Police business to be done here.
I mean, of course, we all know the answer to that question, officer. He doesn't have any business to do anywhere. He has no right to loiter and linger in public buildings just because he thinks he's a taxpayer and that these buildings exist purely for him and his YouTube nonsense. It's obviously all a grift, all a con. I don't understand why some people still don't see that, but until that day, until I convince every human being on YouTube that these people are not to be emulated and not to be trusted, and certainly you shouldn't be sending these morons money, I will continue to do this.
Do you have police business or not? I'm just asking you. If you don't, then you're in violation.
And what's going to happen?
Well, you could be cited or taken to jail.
For what?
Trespassing.
Trespassing.
Disobeying a lawful order.
Trespassing and disobeying a lawful order. And what would that lawful order be there, Clump?
I'm giving you a lawful order to leave.
A lawful order?
Unless,
I have to leave?
yes, unless you have reason to be here. Okay? So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to decide. Are you going to stay here in violation of the lawful order?
Am I being detained?
You will be if
Am I being detained right now?
you have 5 seconds.
Am I being detained?
Yes, now you are.
For what?
For violation of a police order.
What was the order? What was the order?
Leave.
For what?
You have
For what
police
reason?
business.
For what reason?
All right. Turn around. Put
For
your
what?
hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
What am I under arrest?
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Well, there you go. F around and finds out wins again. A First Amendment Frauditor taken off the streets, and Topeka, Kansas can rest easy knowing that the good doctor will spend the night in jail. I don't know what these people get out of this. I really don't. I wouldn't want to be known as the town laughingstock, the laughingstock of the entire state. But, you know, I have morals and I respect myself way too much to do this kind of crap every single day of my life. Well, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye, Stephen Kelly.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans?
Oh.